This is my copy of The Man Who Fell in Love with the Moon, which I found randomly at a bookstore in 1993, and I fell in love with it. And I kept it for all of those years until last winter when I was forced to make the decision to sell it for groceries. But when I found out I got to read here tonight, I went back to Powell's and looked through the stats and found my copy. I can tell by the wear, and there's the faint evidence of a strawberry stain on the very front page. I'm hoping I can get it signed. I bought it twice. It was worth it. Oh yeah, twice. Oh my God, that would be great. This is my copy of my book Life Cycle, but I'm not going to read out of it tonight. It's okay. I've read that one in the bathtub already. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm going to read you guys a poem. I don't think I've heard any other poems tonight, but that's what I write. Pretty much. I try to write other stuff and it doesn't really work out that well. I try. I get a lot of rejection slips when I try. I'm okay with that. Phil's character. This poem is called This Circus of Rats and Masses. I am sharing my true rat infestation story. My farmhouse in the woods has at least 5 rats. I fear they've invited more. I'm asking for advice. It's true. And it's difficult to understand, I know. But don't tell me to get a cat. That's all anyone says. Oh, you have rats? Get a cat, get a cat, get a cat, get a cat. I cannot have a cat. My son has asthma. I cannot afford a hairless cat. Oh. And we already have barn cats. I live on a farm. We've thought of that. The dogs, my dogs, which are mutts. And I can't afford a goddamn rat terrier, and I hate them. My dogs chase the cats out into the fields, where the cats hunt voles and field mice in between the rows of greens and potatoes. Or back into the barns where they rub against 100-year-old poles. Just plain poles, not celestial poles. And these cats are not polecats, they're just merely feral beasts. Once house cats with collars imported to the country from Mississippi Street in the city. And they eat cat food left out by the farmer's woman. And they don't need my rats anyway. I'm telling you, my mother has a mass in her breast. Don't tell me you will pray for her. That's all anyone says. I'll pray for her. I'll say a prayer. I'll pray. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but I don't believe in prayer. And anyway, will you really? Will you really take the time to pray for her? Do you know her? Or is that just what you say in the way you swallow multivitamins and immunize your children as a totem against the horror, against the general horror? Do you really have time to pray for her with life after you so wicked, relentless? What with toxins in the water, and even in the wild berries, and in your seaweed snacks, and in human breast milk, which is the most polluted food on earth, and with war and famine, and the evening news, and the drones, and Obama, and even knowing that the very sun can kill you. Will you pray for her? Our doctors go hunting in pharmaceutical circles for lore that will tell them how to be heroes. And your prayers should go to them Or maybe some child soldier guarding the cocoa farm because we need antioxidants and pleasure. They might need your prayers. My mother wouldn't want your prayers. She would tell you to fuck yourself. Everyone has a job. Everyone has a job like in Busy Town. Even the homeless are working it out with their shopping carts and piss-soaked sleeping bags and dirty pants and despair. And this man is a pitchfork expert. And this man is a candlestick maker. And this woman is a fiber artist. And this woman is a baker of the finest pastries. And we write about their artisan skill sets, and we take their photos and we romanticize them. But we buy beef in plastic and candles in bulk at Big Lots and clothes made in Bangladesh where factories eat 3,000 people alive at once. And we miss Twinkies. And we eat Oreos. And you think I need a cat, or maybe a circus elephant, or a hyena, or an eagle, or an owl. And you want my mother to have your prayers. And you want me to think positive. Be positive. Think positive. You want me to think positive. But know this. Know this deep in you like a contraction. Like you're having a baby. And then let it go away. I am not happy that the new Pope says I'll go to heaven too. No matter what, so long as I'm good. Even though I reject Christ. And even though I was never baptized. Because I don't want to be good. I don't want to be good today. I want to hunt rats with machetes. And hate religion. And hate faith. And most especially hate your good intentions. And wash my hair 10 times to exonerate it of the decay and dust which never ceases to be created. And is made of rats and breast masses and Big Lots and the pity and Hallmark cards. And I don't want a fucking cat. And I don't want a rat terrier, or artisan cupcakes, or a new scarf, or for that matter, you, or your approval, or your advice, or anything you can possibly give me but thanks. I need dead rats, and I need a cure for cancer. I need clean water. I need to be able to save my seeds and to plan for my golden years, and for you not to pretend like you can help me with any of this. I don't need flowers. I don't need deliverance. This is survival. This is not a fucking love story.